All right, everybody, let me do a quick audio check. Just see if everybody can hear me okay. It's good to see you, Brian, Michael, Grant, everyone. There we go, Lawrence. Good to see you all in the cyber group room. Lita, good morning. Good to see you too. All right, excellent. Well, we're still live here in Florida for the on-site. So I know some of you here are also on the webcast. We'll talk a little bit about what happened. And like I said, we had a pretty good time. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of stuffed from last night. Thank God I did a light breakfast this morning. But hopefully we'll be a little, some of you have been here for on-site before, so you know how it is. But anyway, yesterday regarding what happened in the market, we had a big, obviously had a big correction in the market. I told you in the morning, I wasn't completely sold on certain stocks that were moving pretty nicely, that I found anything was exciting, but we did find a couple of things early that did show up. Now, a couple of companies did come out with earnings, and we had like, you can see them obviously popping up now, but like we had Coin had earnings yesterday, and that stock was like all over the place. We tried to do a short. Something really funny happened here, by the way. I put an order to kind of like short Coin, and all of a sudden, like I lost my order, and I showed everyone how it is to have a direct phone call to like the owner of the company, and sure enough, when I saw my caller ID, my order got canceled. So that was pretty interesting. But overall, we had a couple of stocks. We'll talk about them moving. And you know what? There's a couple of things that are moving right now this morning. The same stocks that we traded yesterday. I know a lot of you trade those in the afternoon. We'll check out the IQ. We'll check out the AMC. We traded those stocks in the morning. I mean, I know some of you here in the cyber group room, we're trading in the morning. We were trading it here on the on-site too. But why was AMC going up? I mean, here I've been talking to we had a dinner the day before, and my kid's like, I want to go see Ant-Man. I'm like, well, probably what else would make AMC make a move, regarding about a good blockbuster movie came out. So other than that, I didn't see any news on it. I mean, any news. But we'll talk about, before we go through the watch list and see what's going on, let me just tell you what we traded yesterday. There were a couple of good ones that did move. I don't know if everyone caught on to them, but this stock right here, the AM, had a really, really nice move. This stock was $1 stock about 2 days ago, and you can see it ran all the way up to about $5 a share. That was a really nice move. The stock that we traded had some really nice iceberg orders, and it was going up so nicely. That was the nice part about it. The only bad thing we happened to us when we were trading it, because we weren't coming back from a holiday, President's Day, and then coming back this morning, coming into that morning, we didn't want to get too greedy. So we just took some nice little profits. I think we pulled maybe almost 30 cents out of it. I mean, it didn't ran $1. It kept going and going. It hit a couple of big iceberg orders out there, and we saw how they trended. So that one worked out pretty well. A couple of the stocks we did trade AMC yesterday too. You can see AMC is moving again this morning. That one's going back on the watch list. So AMC looks pretty good. That was another stock. Nice little trend. You can see it's this morning. It's moving up nicely also. So we're going to keep an eye on that. A couple other ones we traded. And I know some of you saw some of these stocks. We had the CMMB. That one had a nice little pop. Nothing crazy. ARBE. Another one had a nice little push. Went from like $3 to $7. And then MOB. But a lot of these stocks that made their moves were like late runners. So anyway, that's the past. Like anything else, let's focus on the future and what's moving on. So we're going to definitely put AMC on the watch list. Another stock that we did trade yesterday, it's going to go back on the watch list, is IQ. So you can see IQ is moving up also pretty nicely this morning. Do I have the level 4 here? Yeah. So here's IQ, just to kind of show you what we got going on IQ. A couple of nice big iceberg orders showing up over here. We got a 12,000 share seller at $8. You can see it's having a tough time breaking it. But you can see since this morning, it had a really good move. The only thing I'm not too crazy about it is that since 7 o'clock this morning, it's got this nice support levels here at 780. You got this resistance at 8. You can see it's got a really nice ladder effect, which is kind of funny. We were talking about this yesterday. We learned a lot on the on-site. If anyone was watching the webcast, I was kind of really going over a little bit about short squeezes and how they work out. And a lot has to do with the ladder effect that you see in some of these stocks, that you see these iceberg orders at like 860, 850, 830, and so on. So that one also is moving up pretty nicely. We're going to keep an eye on that one. What else we got on this list? We got AMC. Do I have it on here? AMC. Yep, here it is. So AMC right here, you can see has a pretty huge iceberg order showed up right around 650. So you can see here from 730 had a nice run from 6. It ran to 650, 50 cents run. It looks like I don't know if he pulled his order. Let me look, he really pulled his order. He got executed. But I think he did sell some of it. I don't know about a lot of it, but you can see that there is a order out there at 650. He lessened it. He was at 61,000. Now he's at 30,000. You know what? I think actually, no, I think he didn't get executed. This is him right here. He lowered it to 45. So there's a 30, which was probably made up with him, and then he came down here. So unless that trader gets done, we're going to put it on hold. Keep an eye on him. What else we got going on here? They got on the watch list. We have that one. LLAP made the watch list also. This is the biggest percentage gainer right now that's moving right now. Stock's up 76%. Only, I mean, you can see the stock closed here at $1.70. The only issue I have with this stock, if you look at the the pre-market, it started at roughly around 370. So it came down about 70 cents. That is a pretty big drop. Hopping over here on level 4, you could see that there's a big support level though, right around this, right below 3. So that's a good sign. So between 3 and there's those big resistance levels around 360, 380. Those are the big iceberg orders out there. So we'll keep an eye on that. But nice little trending stock, great volume, 26 million shares are trading pre-market, which only tells me this thing's going to trade a shitload of shares when it opens up. I mean, that's a lot for an open. We have the JFBR that's also moving. Let's click on this one right here. JF right here. Cheap little stock of 26% already, 3.5 million shares. One of the things we also talked about here on the on-site, we tell you guys all the time, 50% of the people fail by not knowing if the stock is tradable. This stock, very tradable, great tier sizes, great spread, penny spread, just everything that you're looking for. And oops, what did I do here? I think I have it over here. Here's that stock right here. And what's nice about this is look at this iceberg order that showed up around here. Big iceberg order just showed up around 8:45 this morning. I mean, it's not huge. I mean, it's like 32,000, but it's a nice little red line. He's been out there for the past, I don't know, what time is it now? 10 minutes. So we're talking about 25 minutes. That's pretty substantial. And there's really no sellers out there. I mean, you can see it. There's really no big sellers out there, but the big buyers out there. So that one looks pretty good. And then obviously we got the coin. Now you guys know about coin. We traded coin many times. I'm not a big fan of trading coin for one reason. It is an extremely volatile stock. I mean, yesterday alone, we were watching it here on site, and Coinbase just literally did a swing of $10 in a matter of like 2-3 minutes in the after hours because of earnings. And so 1 minute you think the earnings are good, 1 minute you think the earnings are bad. You know, for everyone here, some of you know who Tom Busby is from DTI. He was here talking about options, and you know, and some people are asking. Some asked about trading earnings, and he said, "I don't trade earnings, you know, until after the effect." And sure enough, great lesson there is to learn that if you did jump into coin, and if you were on the wrong side, you really got hurt pretty bad. So those are that's something you got to be looking out for. The losers, any good shorts out there? I mean, I don't see any good shorts. I mean, the stock zip is up big, but I mean, 200,000 shares. I mean, it's nothing really attractive there. What's this over here? Yeah, these are penny stocks. So remember, we don't trade anything under $1. That about pretty much does it. It pretty much does it. Michael is talking about the OSTK in the trading room. Yeah. Michael, looking at the stock, I mean, what does it look like? It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. I mean, 61,000 shares is not terrible, but when you look at the intraday chart, it's not really doing that much at all. So I'd probably definitely pass on that, you know? Anything else? Anyone else see anything? I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 stocks working in. I know some of you already probably traded some of them in pre-market, But anything else out there? Anybody else see anything? I don't really see anything else other than that. Now remember, like we always say, sometimes we'll until the market opens up. There was these stocks that we had yesterday were not in the pre-market, and yesterday we had 3 stocks. I mean, we got 5, to go into the open, but we'll see what opens up when if there's anything that shows up when the market opens up. All right, guys. All right, traders. So if you're a student and you have access to the webcast, we're going to be going live and start going at 9:30. So you could be in both rooms at the same time. We have everybody here also that's on site. That's going to be in the webcast for the on-site class. So once again, we miss you guys who couldn't make it. I know some of you had some personal things you had to take care of, but like I said, we'll have another one's going to be coming up in the next couple of months. Hopefully you guys can come to on-site then. But I'll see you on the webcast. If you want to know more about it, talk to your education advisor. They'll tell you a little bit about it. And then, like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook Live, or any social media, any of our streaming, we'll be back here at 2:30. All right, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Good luck, and we'll see you in a little bit.